Thank you for giving me this opportunity to present my work here today. I'm also grateful to all these beautiful and brave people who have let me take their photos and stories for the last 27 years. And for the last 27 years, and because of their story and photos, I'm here today. For the last 27 years, I have been always interested in the people living on the edge of the society. I have faced criticism for my work almost every day. When I was working with sex worker, people said I had problem with my own character. And when I was working with poor people, people said I was selling poverty. And when I was working with third gender individuals, they said I had problem with my own gender. But that was never my intention. I always wanted to show the things that need positive change. I wanted to be a voice for those who have no voice. These peoples are heroes to me. They struggle every day to survive. They have almost nothing, but they never give up. They keep smiling all the time. I don't know what keeps them smiling and happy always. We have everything, but we complain about almost everything in our life. We should appreciate our life every day, and we should be grateful for what we have. I'll show you some images, and you'll see how fortunate we are. I cover the lives of sex workers in different brothels in Bangladesh for many years now. Most of these girls were sold by the stepfather, stepmother, or somebody told them, come with me, I'll give you a job in a textile factory, only to be sold in this brothel. These girls were given over-reduction by their madam, which is cow-fattening medicine, in order to make them look older and attractive to client. Lisa, she became emotional suddenly, and she was crying, and she was saying that she was sold when she was a little girl, and now she's getting older, and she doesn't have any more clients, and she has no place to go. And like Lisa, most of these girls, they have no place to go. Usually, I just don't go there and start taking photos. I invest a huge amount of time for building relationship with people I photograph. So I built up, I invest a huge amount of time, and when they start trusting me, then I start taking photos. I work with the people who riding on the roof of the train every day for saving a little amount of money, and they did it every day. But I didn't know when a tree or an electric wire might happen in my path. Sometimes I had to stand on the moving train for taking photos while the train was going in the opposite direction. It was really risky, but I really wanted to show how people are risking their life only to save a little amount of money, because these people, they cannot earn enough money to live a decent life. Amina Begum was going to work where she works as a maid, and I was sitting in the same position where she is sitting, but on her opposite side. So it was really risky sometimes. I have been working on climate change and its effects in Bangladesh for many years now. Bangladesh is one of the top 10 countries mostly affected by climate change. Every year, Bangladesh faces many natural disasters because of climate change, and people lost everything. I did work in Nepal in a home for elderly people, and when I was working there, they could not even provide meal for twice a day. And after publishing this story in a German magazine, many people came forward from all around the world to help this home, and the situation has been changed a lot. In Bangladesh, many families have children with physical disabilities. These families are already suffering a lot due to poverty, and the pain of their children makes their life even harder. According to the survey, 1.7% of children in Bangladesh live with one of the 12 kinds of disabilities. And these children, they could not go outside of their house for 5 years, 10 years, because all of them need a wheelchair. And nobody came forward to help them. And their parents were always carrying them on their laps. And I have been working on this issue for many years now in Greece, Nepal, India, and Bangladesh. And last 1 year, I'm trying to help them with wheelchair. So I'm gifting wheelchair every month to these families who cannot afford to buy one. And you can see how happy these children were when they got a wheelchair and they came out from their home after 5 years and 10 years. It was really, really heartwarming experience. I have been working with street children in Bangladesh for many years now. More than 3.4 million children living in the street in Bangladesh. Most of the time they're carrying plastic bottles, they're collecting plastic bottles to survive. They're all dirty because they don't take shower. They don't have anybody who can take care of them. They don't have sandals, so they cut their feet often. And in winter, they suffer most because they don't have winter clothes. And last 15 years, I have been working with them, and I'm trying to help them whenever it's possible. So I take them to barber shop to cut their hair. I take them to a public washroom to give them shower. Every week, I take 100 to 200 children to a good restaurant to have a good meal. I distribute, I provide sandals, new dress, winter jackets every year. I have a Facebook page where I post almost one story and one photo almost every day. I have more than 1 million followers in my social network platforms. And I receive mails from all around the world every day how these stories are inspiring them to become a good human being and become more kind, and they appreciate more for what they have. And they are also trying to help people. Child labor has been banned in Bangladesh since 1992. And in 2006, I visited a factory, and I saw the owner of the factory was beating a 12-year-old boy, Alamin, because he was sewing t-shirts too slowly. I took few photos, and that photos won World Press Photo Award, which is very prestigious award in photography. And it brings a lot of international attention and awareness on this issue. When I started working, there were 7.4 million children was working in many factories. And now the situation has been improved, but still millions of children are working in different factories. Some of them risking their life. They work under very bad condition. They only get 4,000 taka for a 1 month salary. And I saw many children were injured, their parts of their body. And after seeing all this, I was really upset. I was really depressed. I stopped taking photos for months after months. I could see people are in the same situation 10 years later. I had solo exhibition in all around the world. My photos has been printed in almost every top newspaper magazine like National Geographic, Time, Newsweek. But I received many international awards. But I was not happy what I was doing. I could see people are in the same situation in 10 years later. And I was desperately looking for an idea for these people to improve their life. I really wanted to do something for them. So I came up with an idea that I would give them a small business so they can earn more money and they will send their children to school. So I started finding these people many years later. I took their photos and started giving them a small business and kind of business that they can earn money immediately, like shops, rickshaw, cow. And so far I have given 100 business to 100 families. And Munna's family was one of those 100 families. I found Munna again. 5 years later, I took his photo. After several meetings with Munna's family, I started cucumber business for Munna's father. And at that time, we had 5,000 restaurants in Dhaka who need cucumber every day for making salad. So that was definitely a good business. Munna's father was doing good with his business. He took out Munna from the factory, and Munna was helping his father. And whatever Munna was earning, he was supporting his sister education. And last year, I gifted Munna with an auto rickshaw. Now he can earn 1,000 taka every day. I have 15 years long relationship with Munna. And like Munna, I keep contact with all the people I photograph. Sometimes I call them and sometimes I visit them. Like Munna, I'm also helping these 30 children who used to work in different factories. Now all of them are going to school. But it was not easy. For that, I had to go door to door to talk to their parents and motivate them so they would send their children to school. And I took the responsibility of everything, like their books, fees, food, everything they need. And I will admit more children every year to school, and I will assist these children until they complete their education. And you can see the before after photo of Mubarak, before after photo of Juma, and they look completely different now. I started a school under a tree with 30 students. Now I have bigger school. I have 200 students who are getting education from my school. And thank you. And we have 10 excellent teachers. And this is school educating 200 students from 8 different unprivileged children. Every year, many students, they cannot pay for their registration fee for the SSC and HSC examination. And at that moment, many students, they stop their education. So every year, I'm providing registration fee to many students, and who bring good result, I help them until they complete their education. Asma is one of them. Asma is now studying in final year of nursing at Munnu Medical College. I'm taking care of Asma's education since 1996. Asma had no father to support her family. I also gifted a grocery shop in front of her house. Like Asma, I'm also taking care of Toslima's education. She is now starting in final year of nursing at Mymensingh Medical College. I'm taking care of her education since 1996. Farjana, with her mother and her young sister, she used to live in her grandmother's balcony. But her greedy uncle evicted them from the balcony. So they had no place to live. I built a new house for them and also took the responsibility of Farjana's education. And Farjana is now studying in college. Ruddo's father was paralyzed and he could not even move. To support Ruddo's family, I gifted them cow and calf so they can sell milk and they can have better life. And I took the food responsibility of Ruddo's education since he was in class 9. And recently he just completed his college from Notre Dame College, and that was really proud moment for me. When I met Mahabub was begging because he lost his 2 hands by an accident, and his parents was ill. And I gifted Mahabub with auto rickshaw and admitted Mahabub to a school. Ibarani, her husband left her with 2 daughters, and they had nothing to eat in their house. They were starving. So I gifted them with cow and calf so they can earn more money and support their family. And every year they have now more cows. Our house was completely broken. Recently she sold 2 cows and she built her own house. And her 2 daughters going to school. And you can see our little help can change someone's life. We cannot change the whole world, but we can change someone's life very easily if we become kind to them. I gifted auto rickshaw to Parveen Appa, auto rickshaw to Nuri Appa. Nuri Appa told me, Akash bhai, give me auto rickshaw because if women want, they can do anything. And this is a very profitable business. I can earn cash every day. And she learned riding rickshaw from her father when she was a child. And now Nuri Appa is one of the first female rickshaw puller in Dhaka. These girls, they need to work hours after hours to go to their school because they live far from their school. And their parents, they cannot buy a cycle for them. So last 2 years, and because of that reason, many students stop their education and they get early marriage. Last 2 years, I'm gifting bicycle among unprivileged girls. So far, I have gifted 100 bicycles among 100 girls. And this will continue. In many villages, people don't have drinking water. And they suffer a lot for the drinking water. I am gifting them the water system, the deep water pump for the entire village. Many people even cannot have a decent toilet because they are very poor, they cannot build one. So every month I am providing new toilet to these people. I'm providing sanitary napkin among hundreds of unprivileged girls every year for the entire year. I take care of these 20 couples who they have children or they don't have children or their children don't take care of them. So every month I send a decent amount of money so they can have a decent life. I publish 2 books, Survivor and First Light. I have a photography school. And I also have a customized photography workshop. The students come from all around the world. So far, a student comes from 50 different countries to learn photography from me. And whatever I earn from these endeavors, I use this money helping people. Imagine if I can help so many people together, what we can do. We have to be just kind and we can make our world a better place to live. Thank you so much. I feel really blessed that God gave me this opportunity to serve people, and I will continue helping people until my last breath. I just want to share a quote with you that always inspires me. I'm the only one, but still I'm the one. I cannot do everything, but still I can do something. Because I cannot do everything, I will not refuse to do something that I can do. Thank you so much.